If you've ever felt intimidated scrolling through your Instagram feed or your YouTube feed only to see picture perfect content being shot from 7 different angles, having like the most crispy B-roll and just beautiful aesthetic, and wondered, how the heck am I supposed to compete with influencers and creators who are leveling up their content to this degree? There's no way that I can actually do that. Then this video is for you, because I'm going to show you in this short clip from our Content to Customers workshop that we actually hosted last week, how you can play your game as a small business owner and what to do instead of comparing yourself and following the influencer playbook. Let's get into it. Really what we want to talk to you about today is the importance of having mindset meet strategy. I always want to start with getting you in the right frame of mind, because oftentimes we've coached a lot of people. We coach a lot of people through our membership, the Business Lounge, through TBL coaching. And one of the things that I always start off with, that I tell every single person that we coach, is like, guys, we're going to share strategies. We're going to get practical, right? We're going to actually show you later on today how to build a content map, how to actually dig into the problems that your audience has so that you can connect with them really easily and then set your business up for the sale in a way that feels seamless and not salesy. So we're going to get to all of that. That's super fun and important. But I can give you the practical steps. I can give you the strategy. I can give you all of the secrets. And if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to stay perpetually stuck in whatever limiting belief that might be. And so through the years, we have found out that a lot of people, us included, by the way, we definitely have to work on this all the time. And we've experienced this before. Just keep telling themselves certain things or certain patterns, right? There might be a sense of inadequacy where you might feel like, I'm just not good enough to do this. Like, I don't feel like I have the charisma. I don't feel like I have the looks. I don't feel like I have the voice. I don't feel like I'm good at this content thing. It just feels weird. For some of you guys, that might not be an issue at all, but it might be an issue that you might just feel like, oh my goodness, like, I just don't feel like I'm actually getting ahead with my content. I feel like I'm putting out a ton of it and nothing seems to work, right? I have a content calendar, I'm posting consistently, but like, I need to get some clients. Like, why is it not resonating? Why aren't people actually engaging? Why am I not seeing the growth that I want? Why am I not seeing the sales? And so oftentimes, whether you're feeling inadequate or you have, a series of limiting beliefs that we're going to talk about now, it's so important to just start out with addressing your mindset shift. So I love talking to a lot of our Business Lounge members, and one of the things that they're always sharing with us is some of the simple things that make a big difference for them, some of the simple hacks, the simple nuggets that they get out of our live workshops that seem to resonate, that get them over the hump. And one of the things that I really wanted to share with you today, that I've been sharing with them, is this concept of simplicity, this concept of breaking down complicated things and realizing that, maybe we've had it a little bit wrong. See, for the past couple of years, content creation has gotten really, really sophisticated. We see amazing aesthetics on Instagram. We see influencers and people who do a lot of affiliate marketing with just like perfectly curated reels and really funny and engaging, dance videos. And we're looking at YouTubers who are just like leveling up their production and, taking videos with 7,000 angles. And we think like, wow, that's a lot. Have any of you guys been a little bit intimidated by the quality of content that some people are putting out in the world? Like, my goodness, it's getting really interesting out there. And so even I've fallen into the traps. I don't know if you guys are familiar with some of the YouTubers that are killing it out there in the YouTube sphere, but I think to myself, like, I can never be Mr. Beast. Like, there's no way that I have the time, the energy to put out the level of videos that he does. Like, that just feels so impossible to me. And if you're on Instagram and you have like some people that you follow that you admire, you might feel the same way. You might be like, I don't know how to be this relatable. Like, I don't know how to actually like take that perfect angle picture. And if so, if that's you, yeah, it's super intimidating. Okay, cool. So you guys are resonating for sure. Rosa says some creators talking about getting millions, yes, of followers just in a few weeks. Yeah, exactly. It feels intimidating. It feels a little crazy. And the reality is, people like Chris and I, we've been in this game for, 11 plus years now. We've seen the trends. We've seen people, just absolutely crush it on platforms like Vine, and then boom, that platform disappears. We've seen the rush, to what once was Periscope. Do you guys remember Vine, Periscope? Am I speaking here to all the OGs? You guys are young. You guys probably don't remember Periscope or Vine, but if you do, we've seen the rise and fall of all these content trends and all these platforms. And it's been very interesting to see how probably the last 5 years, a lot of the influencers have boom, taken over, and it's raised the bar for everyone else to where we can tell that entrepreneurs and small business owners tend to feel intimidated, tend to feel where do I fit in this? Am I going to be able to make this work? Do I have to be like those people in order to succeed? And so here's the good news, guys. Content and content strategy is shifting all the time. And what we're seeing really work now is not what you think or expect. The reality is that oftentimes we tend to compare ourselves and overcomplicate things to such degree that we drown thinking that we have to be able to compete with X, compete with Y in order to win. And so throughout today's, tomorrow and the third day, we're going to show you examples of different people who are killing it by playing their own game, who are killing it by redefining their content strategy with this one principle. And so I want you to write this down because it's so empowering and so important. Leonardo da Vinci, I can't pronounce it. Leonardo da Vinci once said this, and this completely impacted me. He said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, okay? So I want you to write that down. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And so here's the beauty of why this is so important. Chris and I see the back end of so many businesses. And we're going to talk about this in more detail with statistics in just a minute, but we see the back end of so many businesses. I can't tell you how many people we've worked with who go viral on Instagram all the time, who go viral on YouTube all the time, who go viral on Facebook all the time, who spend a disproportionate amount of time creating their content. They have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, but they're broke. They're broke. Not everybody who you see on the internet who has a ridiculous amount of followers is actually monetizing them. Not everyone who you see on the surface have success is making it in the online business space. In fact, the majority of people who really make bucks, I'm talking multiple 7 figures, are quiet. You don't see them have huge audiences. You don't see them have a ridiculous production. You don't see them spend 6 hours a day engaging and creating and looking at trends and researching hashtags. This is the power of simplicity. And I want you to understand this very important concept. Your content strategy isn't sophisticated because it's complex. There is no amount of sophistication in putting out 34 pieces of content every day because so-and-so told you so. It's not sophisticated to have a $40,000 production, 7 video editors, and 30 people who document everything you do every single day because it's complicated. Your content strategy is incredibly sophisticated because it's simple. And I'm going to prove that to you in just a second. But Chris, I see you here. I know you got something to add to this.
You're right.
Go for it.
I love validating statements, bold statements with statistics and data. So guys, I pull some statistics
Bring the fire.
And we're big on be a business owner. Don't be an influencer.
Absolutely.
Play your game. Don't play their game. Guys, they're not trying to build a business. They're just creating content all day. You've got other things to worry about. You got customers to serve. You got clients to worry about. You got things going on in your life. But check this out, because this is going to change your mind completely, in my opinion. And like I said, I always love numbers. So let's just take a look at a quick set of numbers, and then I'll let Kim take things back over again.
Yeah.
These are averages that were pulled. Everybody can see my screen now, right? You can see these data sets that I pulled up.
For sure.
Influencers with 10,000 followers only make $80 to $90 per post, right? Fewer than 100,000, you're looking at $200 a post. 50 to 500,000 followers, $670 a post. And more than 1 million followers, $1,900 per post. Now, It went on to say that basically they make about $15,000 per year. But here's the problem. 76% of Instagram accounts have less than 10,000 followers. So the majority of people aren't even partaking in these numbers at all. Now, here's the deal, guys. For a lot of you as business owners, not as influencers, this is like 2 sales, $80 to $90. You need like 2 sales. You don't need 10,000 people. You need 2 people. You might not even need 1 person. You might need a half a person to make that kind of money, because your business is unlimited, because you sell something. You use social media to sell your products or services. And more importantly, you might make a $100 sale or a $10 sale, but that person becomes a super fan for life. So you need 1 person, not 10,000 people. And yet all of us are so focused on this big number. We tell ourselves we can't make money yet because we only have 120 followers. We can't make money yet because we don't have our stuff together, because we don't this, because we don't that. We put artificial ceilings and limitations on ourselves. When the reality is, and we're going to give you guys examples and case studies throughout to prove this point, we have people with tiny, tiny audiences that just got started. Brian was just here. We're going to talk about his new wife, Tanya. Tanya had made $500 on her first launch ever, just started her business with 120-ish followers on Instagram. Total less than a few hundred followers and only like 40 people on her email list. Made $500 on the first day she opened up.
Yeah. And if you want to see her entire strategy,
play your game and not try to play everybody else's game. Let the influencers take pictures of every single meal they eat. Let the influencers document everything they do throughout their life and throughout their day, and have the professional photo shoots and this and this and this and this. You just need to get a few hundred people that become super fans that want to buy your stuff. And that is the power of playing your game and staying in your lane and knowing how you win at this game in social media.
So listen, fam, I know that this message is kind of counterculture. I've been screaming it from the rooftops for 3 years, and now we have incredible data to validate it. What do you think about the influencers versus entrepreneur message? Are you actually feeling like, as a business owner, you can compete and play your own game? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts, as spicy as they might be. Hey, the business lounge is open for a very short amount of time, and if you want to join us inside the top premier community for learning how to actually build a content marketing system without being an influencer, meaning you do not have to stop everything you're doing as a business owner and just focus on being glued to your computer, creating content and building a massive following, then you're going to want to join us inside the Business Lounge. We have our amazing Success Path 2.0 launching this Thursday. So we're closing enrollment really soon. And you're going to want to join us over at thebusinesslounge.co. That is thebusinesslounge.co. It'll be somewhere here on the screen, as well as links in the section below. There's some incredible bonuses that expire very soon as we get closer to closing down enrollment for good. And I would love to see you in there. Un beso. Bye for now.